Dodgers won tonight. Thankfully, there are no fireworks or any crazy shit happening around where I am. Can smell nearby fire though. Doing something I absolutely should not be doing, but I've been in the house, in the apartment for the past 2 days, haven't gone anywhere except to the park to exercise. So I'm really just kind of doing this to get out of the house for a little bit. Yeah, that's really the only reason I'm going anywhere. So. Earlier today, I was just kind of reading articles and stuff, reading about vaccine progress and the news about how antibodies sharply decline in people who developed antibodies to COVID, how they sharply declined over time, and just kind of what that means for, you know, our hopes for immunity, all that good stuff. And I just pretty much resigned myself to at least another year of this. Another year of wearing masks, social distancing, not being able to do shit like go to the movies, go to the bar, go to restaurants, not being able to travel safely, at least not in my mind, not be able to hug my friends, my family. No little shit like that. It's kind of depressing, but it is what it is, you know? And I've always been kind of a loner type anyway. So even though this sucks, pretty confident that I'll be able to get through it. But yeah, another year, I'm thinking. Another year. So people have been setting off fireworks, and everybody is like on Twitter, on Facebook, just like, oh, Dodgers win, and you can hear the fireworks, and everybody's so excited about these fireworks. Meanwhile, I'm sitting like right next to two wildfires, the Silverado fire and the Blue Ridge fire. What the fuck makes people think that fireworks are a good fucking idea right now? So some of you have asked me about the ceiling shots in some of my recent videos. And some of you get it, some of you understand, but then some of you are just like, what's going on? What's up with that? It's my upstairs neighbors. They're fucking loud. You don't hear the shit in the ceiling shots? Now, if you remember from my Escape from Westlake video, noisy neighbors was a big thing for me. You know, first it was the old lady that lived above me, and then when I moved to the other apartment, it was my neighbors across the hall who like to keep the door propped open while they made their noise, had their conversation, do all that stuff. And that was just exacerbated by the fact that we're in the middle of a fucking pandemic. I'm just like, why do you have your door open to the hallway in the middle of a pandemic? Like, what are you doing? What are you thinking? So in any case, one of my major concerns in moving was noise. And when I spoke with the staff here at my new complex, one of the questions I asked, I was just like, what's the noise situation like? I work from home. I'm a writer. I need to be able to concentrate, and I don't want to deal with a lot of noise. My question, I guess, was more about neighborhood noise, complex noise. Am I gonna have to worry about kids running around and yelling outside the apartment or like whatever? Am I gonna have to worry about people fucking drag racing in the parking lot or whatever? And that's the thing, like, this area is pretty quiet. The neighborhood is quiet, the complex is quiet. It's beautiful, it's great. And when I talked to the staff, there was one person in particular that I was dealing with, and when I spoke with him, he was just like, you'll be fine, it's nice and quiet and everything. Cool. I didn't think about neighbor noise. A lot of it is because I was desperate to leave my situation in Westlake and get into the new spot. I do live on the first floor. I wasn't happy that they only had first floor apartments available at the time, but it was what it was. I was trying to get the fuck out. Interestingly enough, when I moved in, I don't think that I heard anything that had bothered me. I even met my upstairs neighbors like that first day. Very cool people, very nice people. It wasn't until I went back to work, like I had taken days off to move everything. And when I went back to work, I was sitting essentially at like the breakfast bar. And the noise, just seemed to be like right above my head, right at the breakfast bar. It's just like, whoa, what the shit? And when I got my dining table, I sat at the dining table, and it's just still, the dining table is a foot away from the breakfast bar. So it's just constant, just like stomping and thudding. And so finally, I decided to speak with my neighbors. I saw one of them, and I spoke with her. And that first interaction, no one likes to be told that they're being a nuisance. No one likes to be told no shit like that. But, I told her, I was just like, look, you guys are heavy-footed. And she and me, because she is, nice, hey, how are you? And as soon as I said that, she just, it was like a switch got flipped, and she turned sour. It was just like, okay. That's not really how you should respond. If someone is telling you, hey, look, I live beneath you and fucking you guys are noisy, don't be dismissive. That's just not helpful. And it's not like I, approached screaming or, anything like that. But it's just like I said, no one likes to be told shit like that. And I was like, look, I get it. You guys are just doing what you do. I don't think that you're up there saying, hey, let's stomp around and annoy our downstairs neighbor, but that's what's happening. Things didn't really improve after that conversation. So then I saw her husband, and he was like, yeah, she mentioned that she spoke with you and everything. And he's like, man, there's nothing that we can do. It's pretty much the construction of the building. And he's right. That plays a large part into it. The way that this building is structured, people walk around, there's creaking and there's all that. And it's true. But that's only part of it. The other part is that they're heavy fucking footed. And I know this because, for instance, the husband, when he's at home, like by himself, because I believe he works from home, at least part of the time, I can hear when he moves around, but it's normal apartment noise. That's what it is. You live in an apartment. You can sometimes hear the neighbors above you, next to you, beneath you. And so, I can hear him, but it's normal apartment noise. But when some of the other family members are at home, it's just definite, just like, it's like they've tied bricks to the bottom of their feet and they are just like stomping through the apartment. Stomping. And there's really probably only about maybe a little less than a foot of space between my ceiling and their floor. I'm sure there's no kind of insulation or anything like that, so whatever. So when they hit certain areas of their apartment, boom, boom, boom. Super loud. Super loud. And kind of what my neighbor told me is that they've got a fireplace upstairs. I don't have a fireplace, but kind of where he pointed out where the fireplace is, that's kind of where the noise is really bad. So when they walk past that area, you know, whatever, it sounds like they're about to come crashing down into my apartment. But it's not just that, because like I said, it sounds like they're stomping. So like right now I'm in the middle of the living room, stomp, stomp, stomp. In my bedroom, stomp, stomp, stomp. And it's like these people never sit down. It's constant back and forth, stomping, back and forth, back and forth. And in my mind, I'm just like, what in the fuck are y'all doing? Seriously. Y'all don't ever sit down? You don't ever like take a fucking break? And it's from fucking sun up to like past midnight. I can set my clock by at 6:30 in the morning. Stomp, 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 stomp. All the way up until like 12, 1 in the morning. Stomp, stomp, stomp. You know, I'm a night owl. From like 10 to 2, I like to be up. I like to be creative. I like to write. I like to film and edit YouTube videos and shit like that. And it's just constant fucking noise all the time. All the time. So while I will concede that part of it is just the way the building is built, part of it is them. It's fucking them. I went to the office and I spoke with my guy in the office. And pretty much, you know, he's just like, you know, he said he's sympathetic and everything, he understands, but the complex is pretty much full right now. So I told him, I was like, look, I need an upstairs unit. If you guys, like, if one becomes free, available, please let me know. I want to move. And he was like, cool, you know, they can do that. So he just told me to like check in with him. He said that he'll check in with me, let me know. As I mentioned in another video, like this is a short lease. I have probably 5 months left on this lease. So maybe if I can just endure for the next 5 months, hopefully something like an upstairs unit will open up and I can grab that. But we'll see, because something's got to give, because this shit is untenable. I have this right here. I use it, you know, it's just a T-ball bat, aluminum bat. This is really to bash somebody in the head if they like try to come up in here. But also, and I've only done it once. So a few days ago, one morning, it was just unbearable. Like I'm in the bed trying to sleep and it's just above me. Like I'm just like, what in the fuck are y'all doing? It's 6 in the morning, what's going on? And I finally couldn't take it and I just grabbed the bat and I just, And I will say that things have improved slightly, but they're still stomping. It's still just like so whatever. For those who were wondering why those ceiling shots were in the video, that's why. It's because that's me capturing the noisiness. Those shots don't even capture, like they just, you know, they capture like the minor stuff, just kind of like the squeaking and I really haven't been able to capture like the true thudding, the true stomping. It's all the time, except for right now, as I'm shooting this. Thankfully, there's quiet because the mic would have picked it up. The mic definitely would have picked it up. So we'll see what happens, kids. We'll see what happens. It's always something, right? One last thing. So I didn't watch the World Series. I'm not a sports fan like that. But it's my understanding that they pulled Justin Turner from the game. And it was revealed that they pulled him because he tested positive for COVID-19. And then after the game was over, this man went back onto the field to like take pictures and celebrate with his teammates. Yo, we ain't getting out of this shit, y'all. Oh.